All right, what is up, y'all? Jerry here, and we are back with another daily live stream. And we're not wasting any time right now, man. We are in a $75 draft. We hopped in the big dog. We are at pick 9. I don't know how I feel about that. We got Maximus in here, though. Aunt Phil, how we doing? The NFL. We got the whole league out here right now, man. But this is a fun draft. I didn't do great in it last year. $75 entry, 3 out of 12, 2 out of 6, 1 out of 4 for a 31 seat final. I like these low seat finals. That's pretty exciting. And to get there, not too bad either. 3 out of 12, get a little cushion on the advance rate. 2 out of 6 is 1 out of 3, and then 1 out of 4. Pretty nice. So if you can draft a strong team, then good chance to make the finals. And you're going to be pretty happy about that. 20K up top, I believe. So let's see what we can do from this 9 spot. What's up, Zero? How we doing? A 200K to first puppy dropped. I did not see that it was 200K. Did not see it was 200K. That's pretty interesting. I like that for sure. I saw there was a fast puppy and a slow puppy, but I will take a look at those after. And maybe we can rip one of those today too. God Gibbs at 102. I'm rich. Man, if you're drafting with Rambus, you're getting Gibbs at 102 every time. I could not believe him yesterday, man. He comes on my stream, and the first thing he does is tell me he's never taken Gibbs. My goodness. But hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And they're allowed to be wrong. So let's see what we can do here at 9. I would love St. Brown. And of course, he gets taken. I'm going to take James Cook. I've been taking a little more James Cook. Zane Denani has been kind of James Cook pilling me. I have Ashton Jeanty in a $100 league in the 101 Dalmatian. So getting James Cook in this one feels pretty good with a $75 buy-in. Slow puppy is 100K. Fast is 200. I'm not interested in the slow puppy, and I like that they separate it. That's pretty fun. I'm sure that one will be around for a while. Take a while to fill. And Zero is Bijan 101 too. Hey, it's fair. Want 6 to 12% of both. Yeah, having high exposure on those top guys is always going to feel good. And appreciate the luck in the Bulldog. I'm assuming, have you done it already? I'm hoping the streets are soft because when I did it last year, man, it was tough. The streets were not soft. They were rough. And the way I take it is like it's a $75 buy-in, so it's maybe not as daunting as a $101 buy-in. So I think a lot more like maybe casuals are going to take this as their like high stakes draft. You know, doing 2 of them, $150. So I'm up next. I got to lock into this too. I'm not doing any warm-up drafts. This is my first draft of the day. And okay, Kenneth Walker, there we go. We're not going to think about that too much. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, absolutely love that start. I'm curious to see what I did in my 101 Dalmatian because I might have gotten Kenneth Walker in that one too. I did. Ashton Jeanty, Kenneth Walker. But hey, I like some Kenneth Walker in the second round. And let's keep our eye on the draft board on this one. See what's going on in this draft. $75 buy-in. How we doing, Jamie? Great to see you in here. We in that Bulldog. Zero's done 1. Yeah, we only have 2. I'm considering, like, do I just do both mine right now? Maybe I save 1 for a stream tomorrow. I don't know, because it's feeling kind of quick. Did it right when the puppies dropped. Got the softer lobby. Hey, timing's important, man. Timing is important. From my experience, casuals prefer the higher buy-in. They'd rather get down $500 on a couple drafts than grind out $105 drafts. I think it all depends on someone's bankroll. because and maybe honestly their age too. Because if you're getting a lot of people in their 20s who are just joining for the first time, they might not want to spend 75 or $100 just on one draft. Like that's like what if that one tanks? What if it sucks? Like let me take my money and spread it out a little bit. Who knows? Okay, I'm 2 picks away at 33. I'm not taking ETN. A receiver here is probably the move. I'm a little tempted to take Josh Allen because I don't really take Josh Allen. And so getting a share of him in a bulldog could be kind of fun. But at the same time, I did this last year. I took Josh Allen in a bulldog last year, and that team did not turn out so well. But you know what? Let's try it today. This is how we diversify our exposures a little bit. I haven't drafted much Josh Allen. I might have like 4 or 5%. I've been taking him more that he's been falling into the fourth round and even into the middle of the fourth round. But on this team, I mean, we have 2 entries. I don't care too much about ADP and getting unique because it's a 31 seat final. So the uniqueness, not really a big deal. And there's still some receivers I like that are hopefully available with my next pick. Neighbors was not going to be one of them. Neither was Igbuka. So they're okay to go. 2 picks away. Would I consider Javonte if he's still there? I'm not sure. I don't think so when I start 2 running backs. I think I need a receiver here. Tedero McMillan, Garrett Wilson, both of them feel good. I also don't mind pulling up Terry, but with Josh, I'm not going to be interested in Jaden. They both have the same bye week too. I would really like Tet right here. And we're going to get him. And yes, I am Tedero McMillan over Garrett Wilson. I've drafted a lot of Tet this year, and I still feel good about it. All right. We have 2 week 5 buys, 2 week 7s. We'll see how it goes. Rambus getting into my head about Josh. Not in the eliminator. I'll stand on business in the eliminator. Like I'm not really drafting Josh Allen in the eliminator. I'm not interested. Rambus is the only person who will get me to do that in that contest. To me, he's been a little more expensive. It's mainly a price thing. But recently he's been dropping into the 4th and in the middle of the 4th. And that feels a lot better to me than in the 3rd or getting pulled up. Like I've seen him go at 46, I think. I saw a Jamar Chase team with Josh Allen in the 4th. So to me, phenomenal. If that happens in the eliminator, I would do that too. In the 3rd, I don't like it as much. But I do consider my exposures. I know I'm wrong. And Josh Allen does have the potential just to dominate any given week. So don't want to be completely out of him. Still don't love him in that contest, though. And what's up, Maximus? How we doing? I see you got lucky, man. You got that one spot in this Bulldog, taking Gibbs, smart man, and you have a really, really nice start to this tournament. Gibbs and Montgomery, I really like as your first 2 running backs, reuniting Sonic and Knuckles right there. And then Smith, Rice, Adams as your 3 receivers. Yeah, that feels really strong. Kitties are making some ruckus over there. I gotta keep an eye on, man. They are hooligans. Now, I mean, I'd probably just take DJ Moore. Why not? Let's just go in on this Bills. Sure. $75 buy-in. We're just betting on a good team. We're betting on the Bills in this one. Josh Allen, James Cook, DJ Moore. I'm going to have to think about bye weeks later on. And with this next pick, man, I said I want to think about bye weeks. Oh, my guy goes, Parker Washington's gone. Bummer. Love me some P-Wash. Okay, I would take Jordan Tyson. I don't have much of Jordan Tyson either, so getting him in a $75 buy-in would be pretty nice. Jadarian Price goes. Let's not overthink it. Let's take Jordan Tyson. Welcome to the team. Fun to get a little rookie on this team either. And yeah, we're kind of diversifying our exposures a little bit in this because let's just take a look. I mean, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, I have a ton of, but Josh Allen, I have 5.3%. I mean, that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. Let's look at who did I just draft? Tyson? Yeah, 2.8% Jordan Tyson. Not a lot. Not a lot right there. And DJ Moore, I have 7.5%, which I'm good with. All right, man. NFL with the Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow stack. Yo, this guy's crushing right here, too. Jamar Chase, Drake London, Brees Hall, Colston Loveland, DeAndre Swift, Joe Burrow. That's a phenomenal start, too. We got some tough competition here. We got some tough competition. We got to lock in. Yeah, 5.3% as long as you don't have 0. I mean, it's kind of just the eliminator. It doesn't excite me too much. And completely different tournaments, I think, are fine. I have, 3% in the eliminator now? Something like that. I have 2 shares. So, and yeah, Josh, anytime in the 4th does feel a lot better. What's my Pacheco exposure? I find myself taking him often in the little Dalmatian. I think I have like 11, 12% Isaiah Pacheco, which I know I've talked about him not being necessarily the direct handcuff or being the best pick, but he falls a lot, man. He falls a lot. I'll scoop it up. Just like I'll scoop up Jalen Hurts if he's here. Why not? Okay, he gets taken. Let's take Chuba. I don't have a lot of Chuba either. Man, I am team stacking the fuck out of this draft. Tedero McMillan, Chuba Hubbard, little Carolina stack. And the bye week bros are not going to be happy. Although this is 3 out of 12, which gives us a little bit more of a cushion. And hey, we still got the whole rest of the draft to diversify a little bit. But I actually quite like getting Chuba in this because I do not have a lot of Chuba either. This is just a players I don't really draft often type of draft right now. Although I don't know if that will be the same thing with this next pick. Tucker Kraft is falling, and he's been falling a little more and more recently. But I think I need a receiver pretty desperately. I'm not convinced a good one will fall back to me. I still need to catch up there. So Godwin, Downs, I'll take either. Tucker Kraft goes. I have a lot more Godwin than I do Downs. I still have a lot of Downs too. But I'm going to take Chris Godwin on this team. I still like him more. There's a chance Downs falls as well if the Colts really do bring in a veteran wide receiver like Keenan Allen or Debo or Diggs, one of those guys. But hey, first down fantasies in here too. Oh my goodness, man. Didn't even know we were streaming. Did I shout you out? What's your name again? Remind me. Because I shouted out a couple names I recognize, but yeah. Remind me what that is. And yeah, Chuba at 81 is a pretty nice price. You're cooked. We'll see. I'm going to land this plane, man. I'm going to land this plane. One thing I always like to keep an eye on is where quarterbacks go in these kind of higher buy-ins and like lower number of entries. Amp Phil. Yeah, I did shout out Amp Phil. I thought so. You're right, Zero. The 3-roll hole is cooking. Except for like 2 receivers is still pretty thin. Will NFL go with another receiver here at 99? Maximus is killing too, though. I don't know if I love the QJ Herbert, but I get it. I can see it. I do like the Michael Pittman pick. Getting Mahomes there with Rice is nice. Man, Jalen Hurts at pick 80 is still so nice, dude. If I got him at 81, I still would have taken Jalen Hurts. Even with Josh Allen, why not? Dude, these bye weeks are killing me, man. I think I need Kyle Pitts on this team though. That would be really fun to get potentially elite level tight end. And let's do it. I love Kyle Pitts this year. I think he's in a great situation. Getting him as my first tight end, I'm happy. Who am I passing up on? Jacoby Myers. He might fall back. There's other receivers available. So I'm okay with it. Kitties are going nuts in the background, man. They're having a blast. 3-hole crashed. Abort. Thank goodness, man. I hope so. Took Jonathan Brooks. And yeah, 2 wide receivers is a little rough through 9 rounds. I'm sitting at 4. If Myers falls back, do I take him? It's kind of hard not to. I don't think I need another quarterback here. If I have Josh Allen, I'm going to push my second quarterback. Jacoby Myers, Wan'Dale Robinson, these guys feel good. We could also get another running back because then I can stop at 5. I don't know if I want Rashad White with another week 7 bye. Like we're kind of getting a little heavy on these bye weeks. Jacoby Myers goes. So do I want Wan'Dale or do I want a running back? The thing is, I like some receivers at the next turn and I don't like running backs. I'm taking Rashad White or Jordan Mason. And I'm going to take Jordan Mason on this team. Jordan Mason's been getting a lot of buzz as being the guy in Minnesota. Aaron Jones, never been a bill of health, and he's getting old. They have a 7th-round rookie behind him. It really came down to the bye week, Rashad White and Jordan Mason, just because, man, I'm getting a little heavy on these buys. 2 5s, 2 7s would feel a little heavy, and I have a lot of Rashad White, and he could still be like pretty underwhelming too. My Fannin numbers, oh man, I don't have a lot of Fannin. Hey, you relax, kitties. They're going nuts up there. Do you even see this? Y'all see what I'm dealing with? Yeah, there you go, Momo. Yeah, give it a break. Give it a break, buddy. Your team was so strong. The one with the CD Saquon start. Someone get CD Saquon? Not in this draft. Pretty common start, though. What's up, Chris? How we doing? How we doing? Oh, talking about Pitts, not Fannin. Yeah, I like Pitts a lot this year. He can put up McBride numbers. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. He's still so young, too. He's like 25 or 26. And he got paid. He has gotten paid. One of the few who can finish in the tight end 1 range. I mean, he proved he could put up 40 points. That's something I love. So, oh, team from yesterday's stream. Hey, appreciate it, man. We were drafting some good teams. Me and Rambus, we drafted some good teams together. And yeah, getting a little fall on CD in that one was pretty fun. Okay, we're 2 picks away. Aaron Jones, a little slip on him. Not too surprising. I think it's pretty obvious who I would want right here. Will this guy snipe me? Same bye week. So he takes Willis. Perfect. Okay. Smash. Baker Mayfield 129 to stack with Godwin. You love to see it. The only thing is, maybe I should have taken a receiver with the last pick instead of Jordan Mason, because I did not expect a lot of these guys to go off the board after. But we're going to land the plane. At least we're really strong at running back. Chuba, Mason, Kenneth Walker, James Cook could like legitimately be 4 bell cows. We know he was taking a tight end now with that Baker pick. Love me that Baker pick, man. Getting Baker to slip back. And that's one reason that I end up taking Godwin over Downs is to set up a quarterback and hopefully get Baker at this price. Okay, I don't love to see Shaheed go either. That is not great for me. JCM goes. I would have loved if I got JCM back. I think I might have to push receiver even more. Or do I reach on one? But honestly, I think I can take 2 receivers with my next pick. Do I take Dallas Goddard and be done at 2 tight ends? Tyrone Tracy, Keaton Missile. The bye weeks are an issue. Considering just getting my 5th running back and being done, I can get tight end later. Let's get Tyrone Tracy. Let's just try this out, okay? I don't do too many builds where I have more running backs than receivers through 12 rounds. But maybe we can get away with it in this tournament. My receivers are still pretty decent. I mean, Tedero McMillan, DJ Moore, Jordan Tyson, Chris Godwin. We're making a bet on Godwin too with Baker saying that he's going to be like just really good and productive this year. And we're making a bet on DJ Moore with Josh Allen. So expecting these guys to outperform their ADP maybe gives me a little cushion. Jordan Tyson, I still don't feel too strong about. But I still love Tedero McMillan. And then Kyle Pitts holding down at tight end. Yeah, I like how this team's coming together. I think we can land this plane. And just looking at the receivers available, also, I think I'm probably done at 2 quarterbacks. With the receivers available, there's no one like really worth pulling up. Like, do I want to reach so much on Jalen McMillan when I already have Godwin? Do I want to reach on Cooper or Travis Hunter or Juwan Jennings? No, I really don't. Like, I can take Goddard, but I feel comfortable getting 2 more tight ends late in the draft because I know I'm done at 2 quarterbacks. And we know how thin running backs get. We all know that. I'm going to star some receivers right here because it's really the only position I'm looking at. And I would really like 2 of these 5 guys. Let's see what Jeffrey does. Takes Debo. Okay, I'll take Trey Tucker. I like Trey Tucker. I would have taken Tucker over Debo, but okay, man, I don't love seeing these guys go. Yeah, I don't love seeing these guys go. Doesn't the 20-second clock phase you? Feels like it's too fast. You get used to it. It definitely was really fast last year at first when they first offered it, but I kind of get used to a little bit. And it is difficult though when you're streaming with someone. When you're doing a stream with someone, it gets really difficult. But I do kind of wish maybe they had 30-second clocks for some of the higher stakes drafts. Maybe like $100 and up. 75, maybe could use like 30 seconds. I wouldn't mind a little more time, but at the same time, I'm not really thinking about all my picks that much, to be honest. They've all been pretty like quick clicks for me. Okay, Spears goes. I would love Ryan Flournoy on this team. Bryce Young is here too, and we do have Tet. We do have Chuba. But with Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, I'm not interested in a 3rd quarterback at all. Even though it's okay, Tyreek Hill, Frankie G. More like Frankie G's Louise. Oh my goodness. Tyreek Hill 159. I haven't seen that since like the big board. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Welcome to the lobby. Come join the next one. We love Frankie G around here, man. I'll take Ryan Flournoy there too. So when I'm looking at the difference, I could take Tyrone Tracy and then Trey Tucker, Ryan Flournoy. So Tracy and Flournoy or Travis Hunter and Tank Bigsby. I mean, I like Bigsby a lot too. He's one of my, I think he is my highest drafted running back actually. But I like it on this team. Getting Tyrone Tracy as my 5th. And then I still really like Flournoy too. I wouldn't be surprised if Flournoy just outscores Travis Hunter. Or Algier. Yeah, I guess Algier's an option too. Someone who can just get points. I would rather take Tracy, though. I have a lot of Tyrone Tracy because I'm fading Cam Scatbo. And I just don't feel good about Scatabo still. Even with the good reports, I don't know. Does not make me feel good to click him. I could be completely wrong, but we'll see how the season goes now. If Bryce Young is there at 177, do I just take him? That's a question. But I think I might prefer taking 2 tight ends with these picks. Could look at a Jerry Judy. Not a bad receiver option. Okay, Bryce Young goes. We don't have to think about that. Tight ends, Hawkinson, Dulcich, Otten, Ferg, Fryermuth. Dulcich goes. I don't know if this is a Judy team. I think I'd rather have a tight end. Hawkinson, Otten, Ferg. I'm still just going to take the most fun player. I don't care if they have the same bye week. I don't care if it's a massive reach. I just want to take the player that's the most fun to draft. That's going to be Jerry Judy. Fucking Terrence Ferguson. I was looking at his name. This name's just fun to say. But Kate Otten, Pat Fryermuth, if one of these guys come back, I will take them. Kate Otten probably makes the most sense when I have Baker. So I would go in that direction. Just like tight ends, none of them feel good after Pat Fryermuth. None of them feel worth taking. And I want 3 on this team. I know that. Although Raptor thinks Stowers is worth taking. I do not. Jerry Judy goes. So I'm taking Kate Otten. Welcome to the team. And I like how this is turned out. We're going to finish off with 2 receivers for sure. And who that's going to be, I don't know yet. But let's do a quick recap. We got Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield at quarterback. Running backs, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Chuba Hubbard, Jordan Mason, Tyrone Tracy. Receivers, Tedero McMillan, DJ Moore, Jordan Tyson, Chris Godwin, Trey Tucker, and Ryan Flournoy. Tight ends, Kyle Pitts, Terrence Ferguson, Kate Otten. The receivers still don't feel the strongest. We're going to get 2 more, so having 8 feels nice. But quarterbacks, great. Running backs, phenomenal. Tight ends, I really like. I like getting Kyle Pitts, anchoring it. Receivers, we're going to have 8. I still like Tet up top, and we got a lot of upside, but yo, what's up, Paulino? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, Zero Man would rather have Algier over Flournoy. Gotcha. That's fair. Kind of just depends on the build and what you're going for. I still like Flournoy. He might be getting a little expensive, and I have drafted a lot of him. I was taking him at like 190 early on, and he's gotten hyped up a lot. But still at 160, it's kind of like the ceiling of where I'm going to take him. If he's creeping into the 150s, then I'm going to be probably out. I don't think I could take him above like Jalen McMillan. All right, now let's look at our receivers. I want 2, and I want guys that are just going to give me points and contribute, honestly. Maybe we could take 1 upside guy, 1 more floor guy. Pat Bryant's been a guy I've been clicking lately. Kind of fun. Jalen Knowles, kind of fun. Booty. I don't think I'm taking Coleman. Let's take Pat Bryant on this team. Let's get a piece of the Broncos. I don't have too many week 10 buys other than my Tampa Bay. But why not? Maybe he can just give me some points. I don't think he's going to be a 0. I think Troy Franklin probably has a higher upside of being a 0, even though he got like 140 points last year or something. Pretty good. Wicks or Flournoy straight up? I mean, I would take Flournoy. I think it's just a much more pass-heavy offense. And I mean, Wicks could be the 2. That's the thing. But Jalen Hurts throwing the ball. got. Sorry, hold on. I don't want to get too into this right now. I'm gonna focus on this pick. I gotta lock in. So last pick of a $75 draft. I do know who I'm gonna take. I know who I'm gonna take. He could be a complete zero, or he could really, really help this team. I just don't know who's in here. So I'm gonna start up Keenan Allen. Yeah, we gotta lock in, man. Why no Coleman? I was talking about Keon Coleman, and just for this team specifically, I'll take some Keon Coleman. Actually, he got taken. That's funny. I didn't even have the chance. But I'll take some Keon Coleman here and there, take some stabs. I've taken maybe a couple shares of Skylar Bell as well, but I already have DJ Moore. I already have James Cook. So that's a lot invested. I'll just take their top end guys and Pat Bryant, Keenan Allen. I'd take these guys with my last two picks, just hoping they can get some points. Hoping Keenan Allen actually just gets signed to a team. But that's the final team. Let's go over it. In a $75 Bulldog. So $75 entry, 100K prize pool, 20K up top. The advance rate is 3 out of 12, 2 out of 6, 1 out of 4 for a 31 seat final. So 31 in the final feels pretty nice. Let's see. What is the minimum payout for that? $300. So you get a little 4x your money if you just make the finals. And then 20K up top is pretty nice. 2 entry max. We just did our first. And we drafted a 2-5-8-3. Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield. Love the value on Mayfield at 129. I was hoping he would come back to me and have Chris Godwin stacked up. Thankfully, that worked out. That's why I took Godwin. Running backs, we got 5. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, starting off really strong. Love it. Chuba Hubbard falling to 81. Jordan Mason and Tyrone Tracy. I like it a lot. Feels really, really solid and a lot of floor and just good points. A lot of touchdowns there. Receivers, we have 8. Tedro McMillan, DJ Moore, Jordan Tyson, Chris Godwin, Trey Tucker, Ryan Flournoy, Pat Bryant, Keenan Allen. So there's a lot of guys that I draft a lot in here, like Tet, Godwin, Tucker, Flournoy. And then a lot of guys I don't draft so much. Jordan Tyson, I don't draft so much. DJ Moore, I'm a little underweight on. Pat Bryant, I've been mixing in more lately. And Keenan Allen, I've been trying to get a few shares of. So having him in a tournament like this, where he's probably going to go undrafted in 95% of them, I'll take that. Tight ends, we got 3. Kyle Pitts, Terrence Ferguson, Kate Otten. Kyle Pitts holding it down. High upside. I love that as my first tight end. And then waiting to get T. Ferg and Kate Otten. I'm just happy I got 2 in this tier right here because there's a steep drop off after. And when I know that I'm going with 3, I like waiting to get my last 2 here when I have someone strong like Pitts. So for a $75 draft, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, to be honest. I think it's really strong and might just be a shipper. What do y'all think? Let me know. But let's hop in another one. Let's just do them both right now, back to back. We're going to stay locked in on this Bulldog. Actually, but first, we need to do our Big Dog Roulette. If y'all don't know Big Dog Roulette, we're going to hop in a Big Dog. If it snap fills 12 out of 12, we have to draft it. We have no choice. If it doesn't, even if it's 11 out of 12 and I can leave, I'm going to leave. Is today the day? No. We are waiting for 11. No Big Dog Roulette. We did get pretty close a few days ago on Sunday in like the middle of the day, which makes sense. And man, it might just happen. It's still pretty early in the off season. We got 60 days left to go. So hey, if y'all are brave enough to hop in this Bulldog with me, we are waiting for 5. There's only 2 entries. So if you want to take one of your 2 entries and dare to enter a draft, You're welcome to. Now, I'm in some Chihuahua slows. This is the Chihuahua that just filled. And man, these draft rooms just felt so soft. So I decided to hop in the rest of mine slow. I think I did 11. I think I did 11 slow drafts. And I'm just trying to hold a bunch of different stuff. This one, I'm on the clock in. I started 3 straight running backs, Gene, and then I'm like, fuck it, let's get weird. I pulled up Jeremiah Love for the week 17 game stack. Like, how many people are going to be doing this in this tournament? I don't know. And then got Kyron too, because I don't really draft a lot of Kyron. Why not get him on a team like this? Maybe help out Jeremiah Love if he's not doing so great to start the year. Now, who do I want to take with this pick? I feel like I have to take a receiver, right? I don't know if I can dare to take Josh Allen on this team. Garrett Wilson's usually my go-to if I need a wide receiver one. Maybe we get a little weird. Maybe we pull up Mike Evans or something. He is another receiver one. Let's go Garrett Wilson on this one. Now, we are still waiting for 4 in the Bulldog. You want some comp, my boy? Maybe you can stay out, all right? Maybe you can stay out. Maximus is in here, though, for round 2. He was in the first one. So Maximus is going to be in both of my Bulldogs. Very, very interesting. Like, I don't... It's probably not a good idea to wait for so many people if they want to join. But, I mean, at the same time, if it hasn't filled by now and you're in the stream, then I'm guessing you're probably not hopping in. It is a $75 draft. So a lot more of a commitment than just hopping in like a little Wawa or something. But we are waiting for 3 now. Waiting for 3. Hell yeah. Zero says you like Parker Washington. I'm in. My goodness. My goodness. I like drafting people who like different players. I mean, that is a good point, honestly. Yeah, if there's guys who you don't like and someone really likes them in a range, then I mean, why not? You might just get your guys more. Levernucky just wants the 6 figures up top. I don't necessarily blame you. I don't necessarily blame you. Damn, Zero says JMO's also invisible to him. Damn, man. Maybe we disagree quite a bit. That's okay. Let's look at this fast puppy that was mentioned. This is only fast drafts. There's one for only slow drafts. It is 225,000 entrants. Huge tournament. $1 million prize pool. 200K up top, as Zero mentioned. That's pretty nice. And 375 seat final. I like that. What was the first puppy? Was that one like 75 or 750, something like that? Let me look real quick. We're waiting for one in the Bulldog. What was the first puppy structure? This one was 100K up top, 225, $5 entry. Oh, so did they just make it way more top heavy? 625 seat final. So yeah, a lot more in that one. How about the puppy 2? The puppy 2, okay, the puppy 2 was 750. That's right. 100K up top. Interesting. So I'm guessing this puppy's just much more top heavy. All right, dude, what's with all these fucking late picks, man? I've been getting so many late draft picks, man, and in these expensive contests too. I got so much gives early on, man, so much, and now I'm just deprived of this year's gives. This is the perfect structure. It was the same as last year's 700 seat finals. Garbage is a nightmare. Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like the super high finals. Not my favorite. And dude, fucking Maximus gets 101 again. Now, are you gonna double down? Oh, he gets different. Pussy. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I couldn't help myself. I take it back. I love you, Maximus. It is rigged. I'm calling it, man. I'm calling it. And Zero's calling us, man. At least Jerry's in a prime position to pull up Parker. I am. Will I do it? I don't know. I have a lot of him. I think I did. I might have done it in one of my $100 drafts. Did I? Let me check. I think I did. Yeah, I did at 63. So I don't know if I'll do it in this one. Me saying that doesn't matter to you. I did pull up Michael Pittman too. Like when I'm at the back, I'm really not afraid to pull guys up. I mean, I'm sure you guys know who I like to draft by now, anyways. I've been streaming every day for a while now. All right. We're 3 picks away. And glad to know Maximus has a sense of humor. Appreciate you, man. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. $75 is a lot on an entry. Zero goes with James Cook. He did the same thing we did, pulling up James Cook to 9. Now, I got all the running backs available to me. Ashton Jeanty, Saquon. I'm going to be boring and just go with the top 2. Let's just take them. Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley. Start another double running back team in the Bulldog. Starting off both these Bulldogs, double running back. And here's the thing. I don't mind it. In my 101 Dalmatians, my first 2 that I did, I started 3 receivers because honestly, I guess I can't complain too much about the early picks because I got pick 4 in my first Dalmatian. I started Puka, London, and then I pulled up T. Higgins, hoping to get Burrow, which I did, and then got Monty Henderson. In this one, I got pick 5. I just went with JSN, played a little boring, then got A.J. Brown and Rashee Rice, which is a pretty fun trio right there. And I went real heavy on the receivers. Got J-Mo in the 5th round too, and Ricky Pearsall at 116. Little Keenan Allen at 6th. Bulldog teams are kind of fun. Or sorry, the Dalmatian teams are kind of fun. They're a little extreme, but that's also a 4 out of 12 advance rate contest. So not too bad. This one, a little thinner with this 3 out of 12. But man, 2 out of 6, 1 out of 4, 31 seat final. If you got a really strong team, there's a great chance that you can make the finals. Now let's see what's going on in this draft room. If anyone else is in here, let me know. I've seen RGAP before. Jagger, I think might have been in the last draft. But let me know. Starting off, Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley. I'm going to feel pretty good about that. So don't let Zero play tricks on you. I would never. I always get my guys, man. Maybe reverse psychology. He really wants Parker. We will find out. The thing is, James Cook, Parker Washington, they got the same bye week. That week 7 bye, man. Sometimes it gets a little tricky. I will say, though, I think I didn't mention at the end of my last draft, but we were a little concerned about the bye weeks early on because we had a lot of week 5s and a lot of week 7s. But I don't think I drafted any more week 5s or 7s after that. I think we diversified pretty well and balanced that out quite nicely. Except for my running backs. I think I got another 5 in Chuba. That's it. All right, Zero took Josh Allen too. Yo, this guy's just copying me. Yo, we got the same start. All right, we're 1 pick away. Who we getting? I think I just go double receiver. Another guy I don't take much is Ladd. Another day without Keenan Allen is good for him. And every time I just want to take Tet. Do I really want to take Tet again, or do I want to reach and pull someone up? I could go with 3rd running back right here too, but I would rather get the strong receiver. Why not, man? I'm just making bets on Tet this year. It might be scary, you know, with Carolina and Bryce Young, but eighth overall pick, second year receiver, offensive rookie of the year, put up over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns in a run heavy offense with Bryce Young. Like they're only going to get better together, right? They should. And maybe it just takes a second year leap. Hopefully not a sophomore slump. But I've been betting a lot on Tet this year, man. Been betting a lot of Tet. Every day I expect Neighbors to fall, and every day he just goes early fourth. Yeah, I think Neighbors is still gonna fall. There's gonna get to a point where he falls more. I think he's gonna get to the fifth. I think he is. It's tough to take him in a draft like this, though. Even with 3 out of 12. What's up, Nathan? How we doing? Wants to do some fast puppies. We might after this. But right now, we are in the Bulldog. $75 buy-in, 2 entry max, 20K up top. CMC over JSN is sharp. I'll take CMC over JSN sometimes. Ball knower. I took JSN in my $100 draft, though, just because I don't have much of him. Similar to this. Why not get an exposure in an expensive tournament? Just get a good receiver up top. Zero saying he's going to do my build from the last draft, but do it properly. I mean, we'll see. I'm very curious to see how you do it now because pulled up Jalen Waddle. That's interesting. He's someone I actually been wanting to draft more as well. Heard a lot of people really in on Jalen Waddle. And I don't want to be completely out. There was just a lot of guys that I was taking above him before. But as the positive news just comes out more and more, someone I'm going to be mixing in. I can't take him over Tet. Still can't do that. I like him in. T-guard gives the pss, pss to the kitties from the 7 hole. Hey, I'll pass it along. I will pass it along. Nice little start for you two. Little Browntown action to start it off. Levernucky saying Waddle would be such a good click if Bo Nix was good at football. Yeah, the thing is, man, like the Broncos, they spread the ball around so much too. Waddle hasn't been healthy like his whole career either. Been a little underwhelming every year. We're kind of just expecting him to turn it around, but will he? I don't know. And dude, you are right. I am tempted to pull up Parker Washington. See what P. Miller does. He takes Lamar. That sucks because I really would have liked Lamar. Dude, you're right. I am going to do it. I probably am. Like, who else am I really taking? Let's take Rome. I still like Rome. I don't feel great about Carnell Tate. I might just do it again, man. I'm tempted to take a quarterback here too. Ah, fuck it, dude. We'll call your bluff. Or maybe he manifested it. But I don't care, man. Keep clicking the landmine button. Glad you guys like him. Which player was that? Yeah, which player was the landmine? Think Rome is going to be top 10. Bo would have won it all last year. Maybe. He could have. Very solid. Perfect for his skill set. Yeah. Zero knows. I mean, you took Marv. Are you that big on Marv? You did go DJ Moore as well with Josh Allen. So me and Zero, very similar team from my last draft and his current draft. But I don't love Marv. I'm guessing you're Marv over Parker Washington. Yeah, big on Marv. Maybe I need to get back in because I drafted him a ton like pre-draft, and I have not found myself drafting him nearly as much post-draft. I kind of take him when he falls. Oh my God, Marv ahead of JMO. Okay. Hey, Everyone can have their own opinion. It is possible though, I'm not gonna lie. Like Marv, he was the 4th overall pick. Say like Trey McBride goes down or something too, or he actually just turns out to be good at football and not a nepo baby, then could be a good click. I'm actually curious, what is my Marv exposure? Because I feel like it's pretty low. 6.8, so I'm a little underweight. But how about pre-draft though? Because I feel like I had a lot pre-draft. Marv, yeah, 14% pre-draft. Marvin Mims. 32 shares, 14% pre-draft Marvin Harrison. Taking him a lot more then. And where's our draft? Here it is. Dang, man, Herbert goes. Was kind of really hoping for Herbert when I had Ladd, not going to lie. Part of me was like even considering pulling up Caleb Williams when I had Rome. But, I think this guy's going to take him. Yeah. This guy only has one receiver, man. Puka Nacua, and then he takes Bowers and Loveland. 3 running backs, Breece Hall, Dave Montgomery, Tony Pollard. That's a little rough, man. That's a little rough. Don't love that team, but love that it's in my pod. R gap going with the 2 receiver build as well. It's almost more and more common for people to be pushing receivers to the extremes now. Let's see what AMDE does. He has Brian Thomas, so I'm a little worried he would take. Okay, he doesn't. Trevor Lawrence. I do want to take a quarterback here when I have this team. I'm not getting Herbert. I'm not getting Caleb. I could still take a late Bryce Young, possibly. And getting Trevor Lawrence with Parker Washington, I think makes a ton of sense right here. So as long as P. Miller doesn't snipe us like he did on Lamar, we'll lock him up for sure. Jaden Reed goes to, I think the other player I'm going to take is Rico Dowdle. I don't draft a lot of Tucker Kraft, man. I don't find myself drafting much of him. Just doesn't feel so great to me. I think I would rather take a running back here. Push tight end a little more. Let's do that. Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley, Rico Dowdle at running back. Receivers, Ladd McConkey, Tedro McMillan, Rome Odunze, and then Parker Washington stacked up with Trevor Lawrence. Feels solid. I don't have much of Lawrence either. P. Miller goes ahead and doubles up on the Green Bay Packers with Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft. Probably going to be looking at a Jordan Love. I might have to think about quarterback with my next pick too, because the only other one, maybe I don't need to. We'll see. We'll see what comes to us. 0440 feels pretty strong if you can land Purdy or Pat. Yeah, I know what you mean. Who has that? Does someone have that in this draft? Oh, AMDE does. Well, he's not getting Pat. I think I've done some drafts like that where I've gone 4 running backs, 4 receivers, or 3 running backs, 5 receivers. And you're right. If you can land that plane, if you get the quarterbacks to fall to you and you get the right tight ends to fall to you, it feels really, really strong. And we got OG in here. How we doing? Welcome to the stream. We're in a $75 bulldog. $75 bulldog. It is our second one. And Zero's copping us a little bit. Let's see. He goes double Denver with Harvey and Sutton. Interesting. Oh, with Waddle too. Triple Denver. Very, very interesting. I'm going to assume you're taking Bo Nix at 105. Maybe hoping to get him at 112, but I'll tell you right now, he might not come back to you because I'm considering quarterback, and Bo Nix is someone you can at least stack late. So I might take him. Is there any other stacks for me here? I'm assuming Jordan Love's going to go. to the guy before me because he has Reed and Kraft, but he might try and push it around the turn. So I could look at like a Matthew Golden, Jordan Love. Matthew Golden, also a player I don't have much of. Draft good offenses. Don't need Panthers. I'm not going to argue with you about Panthers being a not great offense, but I still like Tet. And yeah, I just like Tet. Would I take Jacoby as well with Trevor? Maybe. I mean, we do have the Chargers. We got the Bears. We got the Jags. Got some good offenses on this team. Eagles. I think the Steelers are a good offense too with Mike McCarthy. Okay, Jordan Mason goes. I considering. See, is this guy going to go quarterback? There's a lot of things I'm considering right here. He takes Gainwell. So I could take Myers for the double. I could go with Jordan Love, Matthew Golden, though. It's kind of fun. No, I'm just going to take Jacoby. And then I'm going to take Wandale. No, I'm not. I'm going to take – can I take Rachaad White? No, we get Wandale. That's fine. I might have froze a bit on that, not going to lie. I'm a little stumped. That's the thing with the 12-hole, man. I'm trying to like think ahead a little bit with what I want to do and positions. The reason I was considering another receiver there to get 6 is just because our last drafts, they all got taken pretty early. And if they fall in this one, I might be a little upset with that pick. But at least I feel really strong at receiver now. We do have 3 week 7 buys. And we're bought in big to Trevor Lawrence and fading Brian Thomas, which I'm not going to feel bad about. Seen a bunch of quarterbacks off the board now. And this guy didn't go with Love. He ended up going with Kyler to stack with Jefferson. Now, maybe one thing I could have considered was taking Kraft over Dowdle and then getting Jordan Love. But then I would have been a little thin at running back and receiver. I don't know if I need a tight end yet. Kittle goes 116. I'm still not all the way bought in on Kittle either. Kind of scares me a little bit. Would have pushed Bo if Laporta was there. I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, 0 ended up taking Bo Nix there at 105. And okay, we do see Diggs get pulled up, so that makes me feel better about taking a receiver. That's what happened in our last draft too. 0 went with Matthew Golden, so maybe he's a little happy that I didn't take him. But I like Jacoby and Wandale more. They've shown a lot more in the league too. Golden's just projection, and I think 0 has a type. I mean, Green Bay, they like to spread it around. Denver, they like to spread it around. I think he just likes offenses that really spread the ball around and don't condense it on certain players. Diggs gets male sexual assault accusations and goes up 2 rounds, but Ayuk is undraftable. Did he actually? I didn't even hear about that. I didn't hear about that with Diggs at all. T-Guard loves picking at 12. Being able to rattle off 2 picks in a row is worth it for me. Yes and no. It kind of just depends. Like the structure of your team. And honestly, I don't know if I got the structure right on this. But we're drafting it anyways. Seeing how it works. Like at least this one's a little different from the last where I'm getting really strong at receiver and Coker, Shaheed. I don't want Coker when I have Tet. I like Coker too. I kind of just like the Panthers passing offense this year, as crazy as that is to say. But Rashid Shaheed does go too. Okay. I'm feeling better about the Wandale pick now. That's for sure. Feeling better about the Wandale pick, seeing all these receivers go. And now P. Miller takes JCM. Okay, that sucks. I would have loved JCM there. I think I'm taking Goddard. I like Goddard over Likely. I want my first tight end. I think I have to push running back, and I have to take Stroud right here. Or sorry, Cam Ward. I'm so dyslexic, guys. My apologies. Do I take Cam Ward? I mean, we ended up taking Wandale. It kind of makes sense. It's my quarterback room is going to end up looking pretty gross, but we're going to roll with it, okay? We're going to roll with it. Not going to lie, I don't know if this plane is being landed. I'll keep it real, okay? I don't know if we're landing this plane. We're not drafting great offenses. We draft the Titans and the Carolina Panthers. Not great, because I don't think it's any surprise. I'm probably going to be looking at Bryce Young with my next pick. Might even just star him up now. DC Midnight, I don't think is in the chat, and he's the one that took Coker and has Burrow and Prescott, so probably not looking at a third quarterback, or at least reaching on Bryce. Yeah, honestly not my favorite. Not my favorite. Lever Lucky letting us know. Exclusive. Stephon Diggs, male sexual assault accuser, claims he turned over text evidence in fight with the NFL star today. Interesting. Oh, Diggs. Yeah, Zero's really not in on Tet. I mean, I really hope Tet does well this year, because I'm pretty invested, I will say. 500 on Houston to win it all, pays 10K. Backstack Houston. I don't know if Houston's going to win it all. I don't know. See how CJ Stroud does. See how if their offensive line actually improved. I think that's pretty important. But this is what we're hoping for today. We are hoping for a Cam Ward breakout on this one. And Zero's getting his guys, apparently. So you're in on Tyrone Tracy too, I see. All right. And Kincaid with Josh is pretty nice too. As your first tight end, don't mind that at all. Isaiah Likely falling to 142. Kind of see him fall a little bit more recently. It does go to the Dart team, though. Although this guy, man, still only Chase, Nico, Metcalf, Worthy. It's a little thin. Like Chase and Nico up top are great, but it's getting a little thin. And yeah, Zero's a big Tracy guy. He has 18%. I think that's like around what I have too. I might have like 20. Might have like 20% Tracy. I like him a ton. And honestly, Zero, I do quite like your team. Your team's, yeah, honestly might be a better team than mine. I don't know if I like my team. I'll be honest. I don't know if the board fell too well to me. Okay, but we're gonna land this plane. We're gonna do our best. You know, we do have GT and Saquon up top. Hopefully they can help, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. I keep it real with you guys. It has some potential. It has some potential. I like your team too, but it needs offenses to outperform expectations. It definitely does, but I do think the Titans could take a big step up. I mean, Robert Saleh, head coach, Brian Dable, offensive coordinator, second year, Cam Ward. They got a bunch of new targets, tried to improve their offensive line, see how good it is. And we got the garage in here, 2 GMs all around. How we doing? How we doing, Candyman? We're in a Bulldog right now, $75 draft. And it might not be my best draft. I don't know if we're landing this plane, okay? We keep it real. Don't know if the plane is being landed. I'm drafting Bryce Young. I don't really have a choice. And then I'm tempted just to take my fourth running back in Isaiah Pacheco. I'm not taking Bigsby when I have Saquon. Or it's another receiver or Juwan Johnson. Looking at running backs only, I think Pacheco's just a pick. I know everyone's been talking down on Pacheco recently, but we kind of just need a running back on this team. I'm not taking Tank. I'm not taking Jonah Coleman. Brian Robinson feels like a pretty big reach. He even falls back sometimes. I can't take Dylan Sampson, so Pacheco's the guy right there. Maybe I just could have, bet on receiver even more, taken my 7th and been done with it. But we know how thin running backs can get. Is Dayball elite or just a Josh Allen merchant? We'll definitely find out. Yeah, we will find out. One thing though is Wan'Dale Robinson last year with him, he really broke out, man. He was good. He was just straight up good. So that's it, man. Wan'Dale easily seen 120 targets. I like Wan'Dale, man. Yeah, I like him a lot. And yeah, he's going to get peppered. If they have to get the ball out quick, if their offensive line sucks, if they're playing from behind, Wan'Dale could get like 6-7 catches a game. Would not surprise me. Alvin Kamara in the late rounds. I've been clicking some Kamara more. Someone who's probably just going to get points. So Trey and Boston. We are so back. That's not bad. Boston, I've been trying to get a little more exposure to him. I'll probably click him over Flournoy now. Debo, I still quite like Debo. I think he's probably just going to go back to Washington, if I had to guess. I think it's like Washington or Indianapolis. Maybe Atlanta. I like seeing the tight end still available. I only have Dallas Goedert. I'm probably looking at a 3-5-7-3, which I think feels right for this team. I can definitely stop at 5 running backs with G&T, Saquon, Dowdle, and Pacheco. Kamara does go to T guard, so he's listening to you, Nathan. There you go. Best ball and call always, man. I love it. I love it, dude. I love when I see best ball and call hop in the chat because he always talks about the cats. He's like the only one, or the one the most that mentions the kitties, and yeah, we absolutely love that. All right, don't love all the tight ends going right in front of me, but AJ Barner is going to be on the team. Love me some AJ Barner. Gunnar Helm makes sense when I'm betting on the Titans. Do I really want to invest that much in Gunnar Helm though? Terrence Ferguson, I still just like more. Do I get my guy or do I go with the stack? Or I have some fun and I take a receiver, but I don't think I can afford that. And there's no running backs available. Wow, dude. It's dry. I need my 3rd tight end. I'm going with my most fun click. I don't care. Gunnar Helm, you can stay on the bench. We got Wan'Dale. Goddard, Barner, Ferguson, I like as a trio of tight ends. And yeah, hopefully we can land the plane. Honestly, I liked my last team more. I did. I invited y'all into this draft, and you did make it harder. I shouldn't be surprised, though. Shouldn't be surprised. But hey, these Bulldogs not the easiest to fill. And, this is for best one call. Just the full screen. You see the kitty in the background. You see that cattail, man, just hanging down. It's the cutest little thing, man. Zero was sweating Juwan. Dude, I was looking at him too. I didn't think there was any chance he would get back, but AMDE with Debo, Juwan right there, pretty nice. Who did he end up getting at quarterback? Stafford and Willis, though. Pretty weak quarterbacks in my personal opinion. I'm quite low on both of them. The brisket goes 189. Rodgers went 171 in this draft. I mean, I have Trevor Lawrence, Cam Ward, Bryce Young, which feels pretty disgusting. I'm not going to lie. Feels pretty gross. Yeah, it's the best, man. We love the kitties, dude. Love the kitties. What could be better than pairing Kincaid with 2 stable tight ends? Not a bad move. especially in this tournament. Zero's definitely got a strong team. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Josh Allen, Waddle, Moore, Marvin Harrison, Sutton, Golden for the receivers. Harvey's there. Bo Nix, Kincaid, Schultz, Otten as tight ends. Little Trey Tucker, Denzel Boston, late receivers. Tyron Tracy, I like too. Yeah, definitely drafting a strong team. Not surprised. Maximus in the one hole. Nice fall on Pat Fryermuth there as your third. Got Brenton Strange and Mark Andrews too, so pretty great team there by Maximus. Again, shouldn't be surprised. And he did go with Rashee Rice again. I don't remember if he took Smith in the last one too. Goes JMO, Adams. Love to see it. Hurts with Smith. Yeah, I think you did have Smith and Rice in the last one too. And Adams. So Maximus is drafting a similar team also. He's just getting his guys. He's got some guys, and he's taking them. Now, looking at the guys left, there's not a lot. I need to start looking at these receivers and running backs. I'm taking one of each, and man, it's gross. Oh, it's gross. I don't love clicking any of these guys, I'll be honest. Do I want someone who's going to give me points, or do I want like an upside click? How much fun do I want to have? A lot? I do love having a lot of fun. I'm just going to take the guy I like to draft, okay? He might be the only one drafted in this tournament. So let's take Kalen Black. And then receiver. Oh, receiver's disgusting. I might just do it again. Do I really want to do it again, though? I'm going to take Booty on this one. I still just think Booty is going to get some spike weeks this year, and he's not going to be a 0. So I'll take him in this draft. Does it feel great? No. But we'll do it. Were there any tight ends even available? No. Okay. So this is our final team. I don't feel great about it. I'll be honest. I like my last one more for the Bulldog, but this is what we got. We got a 3-5-7-3. Trevor Lawrence, Cam Ward, Bryce Young. Running backs, Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley, Isaiah Pacheco, Rico Dowdle, Kalen Black. Receivers, Ladd McConkey, Tedro McMillan, Rome Odunze, Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, Wanda Robinson, and Kayshon Boutte. Tight ends, Dallas Goedert, AJ Barner, Terrence Ferguson. I like my tight ends. And I like my first 2 running backs. The rest of my team, I can't say that much about. I'll be honest, okay? It's not my best, not my favorite. But you never know. Sometimes the ones that you don't like and the ones that are the worst that you think, they end up turning out the best. So we're going to hope that is the case today. Get some points. Pacheco is your upside. Yeah, I ended up just going with Black with the upside. Like, points for me is Justice Hill down here. I don't know if I want Justice Hill on this team. When my team sucks, or at least I'm going under the impression that my team sucks and I don't like it, I'm just going to take the big upside swing, and just one of my favorite clicks that I guess is kind of one of my guys at this point. I don't know if anyone else is as in on Kalen Black as I am, but I like taking my shot on one of the San Francisco guys. And to me, he's a more exciting bet than Jordan James is. So we got Trevor Lawrence, Cam Ward, Bryce Young. Running backs, Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley, Rico Dowdle, Isaiah Pacheco, Kalen Black. Receivers, Ladd McConkey, Tedro McMillan, Rome Odunze, Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, Wanda Robinson, Kayshon Boutte. I mean, the receivers did turn out pretty strong. We got a lot of like similar archetypes, but it could work. And then tight ends, Goddard, Barner, Ferguson, I do like quite a bit. I do like it quite a bit. Kalen is a dog, but I don't draft him much. That's fair. But his upside, like the ceiling case for him is just, it's better than anyone else on the board. Like if CMC goes down for the whole year and Kalen Black proves he's the guy, then there's no more valuable pick. So I'll take it. Might not be the tournament for it, I'll be honest, but who cares? James Conner, cut or trade out? I have no idea. I wish I knew. What's up, Brian? Happy to have you join the stream. Am I doing another draft? We're going to hop in some drafts. I think Zero's right. Running up some puppies, I think is pretty good. And hey, glad I can inspire you to start. Cook, Walker, Josh Allen. It is a pretty nice start. And honestly, you landed your plane. You landed your plane like I felt I did in the last draft. So, hey, there we go. We all learned something together that is pretty good. Honestly, you know what would be kind of fun? If all of us hop in the same slow puppy and we all do like the same slow draft together. Like we all have to hop in 2. So like, the second lobby, everyone just joins. If 11 other people wanted to do that, I would hop in 2 slow puppies. So we're all in one together. It'd be tough, but let's hop in a fast puppy. I'm going to join this in 5 seconds. Y'all can count in your own head. Y'all are grown ass adults. I think that's been 5 seconds. So let's hop on in to the puppy, waiting for 3. This is the fast puppy. 200K up top. First day that this contest is dropping too. So maybe we get some opening contest plus EV or good luck. And dude, these late picks, man. Pick 9. My goodness. I'm just getting all the late picks now. We got Sosky in here. Ben Snick is a name I recognize. Denver in here as well. If there's anyone else I missed, let me know. DM. Yeah, send me a DM. And Zero got the location error. Good. My plan worked. Keep you out of my drafts. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Underdog on some BS. Yeah, dude. It's so annoying when that happens. And honestly, it feels bad when I'm streaming and that happens sometimes because I don't want to pump fake y'all and everyone gets in a draft and then I can't join it. That doesn't feel good. But best ball and call, won the natty without a loss. Probably a decent player too. There you go. Yeah, I like him. I like me some Kalen Black. All right, this puppy is underway. Let's take a look at the structure again. It's the same amount of entrance as the other one, but 200K up top. So I'm guessing it's much, much more thin for like the rest of the finals. But hey, more money up top and a smaller seat final. Kind of fun. It's definitely harder to make the finals. 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10. But I like that a lot more. And we're seeing JSN slip to 7 in this draft right here. Very interesting. Sometimes you see him slip to 6, not too often 7. Is it wrong though? I don't know. And I think if St. Brown's gone, we just do the same, the same script. We'll go with James Cook again. St. Brown is going. So you know what? Every draft we're doing tonight, James Cook has to go number 9. And if we can get Kenneth Walker and Josh Allen, we're doing it. We're keeping the bit alive. Well, Zero's in a draft and got Jamar Share. So there you go. Works out well, man. And we're going to try and land that Cook, Walker, Allen team again and draft them good offenses this time. You're right. And okay, Zero and Maximus are back drafting together. Yeah, good luck to you two. All right, Gene T off the board right after me at 10. I do like James Cook and Gene T more than I do Jefferson and CD. It does just feel better to me to get one of those running backs. And hey, by the way, if y'all have not done so already, do me a favor, go down, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you are new. We're out here streaming every single day. All right, having a great time doing it. We got that dog in us, So do us a favor. Hit that button. And we're just about back up on the clock over here. One pick away. Kenneth Walker is available. Can we get the Kenneth Walker? Don't do it to me, Kerr. Let me have him. Let's go. Let's go. Once again, James Cook, Kenneth Walker. The team lives on, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's hilarious. I feel like I gotta take Josh Allen next too. Even though, like, here's the thing. This is the puppy. So I'm much more tempted to push Josh Allen into the 4th round because he falls there. We'll see who's available. But if not, I think I have to do it for the bit. You know, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Josh Allen, and see how we land those different planes. That's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Let's go. Hell yeah. All right. Brock Bowers, Jeremiah Love off the board. Devonta Smith pulled up a little bit. I feel like we've been seeing that a little more often too. Devonta Smith slowly rising up the board. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I like him at the 2-3 turn. But in the second round does feel a little rich. But see what he's doing. Get Zay Flowers. So he's getting 2 guys that normally go in the 3rd round paired up with Bijan Robinson, which I think is pretty sharp. So I quite like that move. Yeah, dude, Hartman's right. Build the same team twice and win both contests. You know how incredible that would be? This would go down as the greatest live stream of all time. And then look at the title and thumbnail. Who's got that dog in them? Me, dog. I am that dog. And we're drafting Josh freaking Allen. Let's go, man. Let's go. The same team again. 3 drafts in a row. Pick 9. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Josh Allen. What are the odds? Yeah, it would be hilarious if you built the same team and split the contest. When you're free and loose, you build shippers, Jiri. Love that energy. Absolutely, man. You got to have fun when you're drafting. Like, genuinely, you got to have fun when you're drafting. If you're not having fun, then you're not going to make the best picks. All right? And we're seeing a bunch of running backs go after, which I like because probably looking at a receiver. Actually, I'm definitely looking at a receiver with my next pick. Neighbors, Igbuka, Tet, Garrett Wilson, all up top. But you know what? I actually might take a page out of Zero's book and pull up Waddle on this one because he's someone I do want a little more of and someone I've been tempted to pull up on certain teams. Tet goes, so we can't draft our exact same team. Igbuka's here. Igbuka's interesting to take. But I'm going to take Waddle. You know what? We inspired Zero in the last draft for his start. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Josh Allen. Let's get inspired by him and pull up Waddle as well. Yeah, I think Evans and Terry are fine to pull up as well, just because they're wide receiver 1s, right? And those are guys who never really fall back to this point in the 5th round. So pulling them up to get unique, I think is, yeah, pretty sharp. Emeka would be cool too. I was thinking about taking him. And honestly, maybe I should have because I took Josh Allen with Chris Godwin in my Bulldog. So maybe I could have diversified a little bit, taken a Ibuka on one. But fuck it, man. We're pulling up Waddle. Let's try it. I like it. It's kind of fun. Not drafting the same team every time. This is definitely a start that I don't have. Although I will say I do have a couple teams. I know I have at least 2 teams where I got Waddle at 57, which is pretty crazy fall. But I know I have at least 2 of them. I think one of them might have been with Rickadoozle too. Maybe I'll see if I can find that team. I think I know which one it might be. But he's a Broncos fan, so it worked out well. They finally patched fifth round Waddle. I've just been hearing so many people talking about Waddle recently, man. I haven't been too in on him, but I've been mixing him in. And I might really get inspired by Zero right here. I might really get inspired. And if he's available, I'm going to do it. Man, just so much suspense. We're taking Judkins on this team. We're switching up the formula a little bit. Taking the third running back here and seeing if we can land this plane. Yeah, he knew what was coming. I'll be honest, I don't know if I love Waddle as my receiver one for this team having three running backs, but we'll see it work out. We still might make this a Jiri team though. With P-Wash. We'll see the receivers available, but honestly, I might have to do it. I don't know if I'm willing to take Marv over P-Wash yet. But if P-Wash goes, I'll take Marv for Zero once again. But on this team, at least Parker's on a good offense. Yeah, I knew Zero loves some Judkins. So, yeah, Parker has massive upside, massive downside. I'm still Parker over Brian Thomas. And as my second receiver again, Jordan Tyson doesn't feel too exciting, even though that is what we did in our other one. Oh wow, Parker Washington goes. Okay, well, I guess this is destined to be a Marvin Harrison team then. Let's do it. This is a zero fucks ass team. This is a zero fucks ass team. Tyson is so good. I'm a little spooked about the injury stuff. I think I want to see him on the field during training camp before I start clicking him too much. I did take him in my first Bulldog. Because I don't have a lot of him, and getting a share in a higher stakes draft is a good way to even out my exposures a bit if I am wrong. But just the injury history never makes me too excited. And I know New Orleans, they're trying to be smart with him and, take him along slow. So we'll see. But at the same time, I don't love Olave either at his price. Like, once Olave has started going in the first half of round 3, I've been pretty out. I'm not too in on Olave at this price. I was taking him a bunch at the 3-4 turn. I have a lot of teams with him at the 3-4 turn, but early third doesn't excite me too much. I kind of like the later Saints guys more. I like Juwan Johnson. I have a ton of Juwan Johnson. Don't mind drafting him. DM right here. Really, really exciting start by DM in the one hole. Except for Ramondre. I don't know if Ramondre needed to be on this team. But this guy started Gibbs, Nico, Pickens, Burden, Swift, Tyler Warren, Ramondre. Again, I don't love the Ramondre right there personally. But Nico, Pickens, Burden, nice fall on Burden, and then get Swift as another Chicago piece. He probably would have loved Caleb Williams. But this guy in the 2-hole sniped him on him as his second quarterback when he has Lamar Jackson, paired up Caleb with Loveland, and has Lamar with Flowers as well. Not too bad. Honestly, though, if I were this guy, I probably would have taken... Actually, no, he couldn't have taken Tyler Warren because he had Loveland. Okay. Anyways, back to our draft. We're one pick away. If the lemon's there, then we're getting sour. It would be a pretty nice pick here at 81. Will we be getting sour? We will not. I think I'm still just going to take Godwin. To me, he's my highest player. We kind of need a little steady Eddie at receiver. So let's go with Godwin. And then I think I need a receiver with my next pick as well. I don't think I can even consider another position. Quarterback's out of the question. Tight end, Tucker Kraft, I'm really not interested in. We have 3 running backs, and none of these guys are worth taking. So I'm going to be looking at a receiver. Alec Pierce, has been falling. Would I take him at 88? As my fourth? I don't know. I don't know. How bad is it that I want Michael Pittman? But I have to remember what tournament this is too. This is a puppy. It's much, much different from the last one. I do tend to agree with Zero here. Alec Pierce is smash at 88. The only reason I'm a little hesitant is because I do have quite a bit of Alec Pierce. I was drafting him round 7. I mean, he had like a 925-yard projection for the season this year. That's just pretty nice. But Josh Downs goes above him here. He's the top available receiver. Let's take him. He still has wide receiver 1 upside. Not wide receiver 1 overall, but wide receiver on his team. Got paid like it. If he does just happen to be healthy, then it's going to be good. Honestly, though, I don't really love my receiver room. It looks weird to me because I don't draft a lot of Waddle and I don't draft a ton of Marv. Godwin Pierce I do have a lot of, but it's good to get uncomfortable when you're drafting. And draft players you don't draft a ton of, and different combinations, different teams, especially when you're drafting as much as I am. I'm doing like, I think I've done close to 400 drafts total this like post draft. Like right here, it says NFL season 323, but then I've also done 52 eliminators and then 1 super flex. So 70 drafts, 375, 376 with the eliminator. So I'm closing in on 400 drafts. Got to diversify a bit at some point. So I'm getting more Josh Allen. All right. Because he's getting cheaper. I just timed it out well. Am I cooked or can land? Oh, that's in your drafts. My goodness. My goodness. I am telling them. I'm telling them, don't worry about it. Okay. Back on business. Can't get distracted over here. What's going on? Yeah, we feel good at quarterback. We feel good at running back. We got more receivers. We need some help there for sure. I am landing it. I always land that plane out here. Always land the plane. Zero would have taken Alec first, then Godwin. So there you go. We're drafting a zero fucks ass team right here. Might just work out for us. Although we don't get Bo Nix. Denver, I mean, his name is Denver. But he takes him, I guess, paired up with Dobbins and Sutton. So can't blame him at all. Dude, do I go double Cardinals? Do I go double Cardinals? Oh, that feels so disgusting. Okay, thank goodness. We don't have to consider it. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall is the pick right here. And I can hope one of these tight ends come back to me. That's the hope. If we can get Fannin or Pitts on the way back, that would feel good. I had to take Pearsall there. Need to catch up a little bit at receiver. Grab Ricky. Yeah. Ricky or Jacoby. Hoping Pitts comes back. I felt like we could push the tight end more than the receiver. Receiver kind of falls off a little bit. Would I ever consider a receiver here? I mean, if Jacoby comes back, I would consider him too. Jacoby Wandale would definitely help this team. I might even be Wandale over Jacoby, to be honest. Wandale's more explosive, at least. Showed that last year. The guy in front of us has 0 tight ends, but he also only has 3 receivers. I'm just really hoping Pitts comes back. Jordan Love goes. We're 1 pick away. Let's go. Takes Kittle over Pitts. So this team, yeah, this team's a smash. This team's fucking hard. 0 fucks. This team gives 0 fucks. That's why I need to title this draft. We have a 1-3-5-1. 1 quarterback, 3 running backs, 5 receivers, 1 tight end. Josh Allen holding it down. Running backs, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Quinshon Judkins. Receivers, Jalen Waddle, Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Alec Pierce, Ricky Pearsall, and then Kyle Pitts at tight end. I like it. Receiver room's a little weird for me, but that's okay. Where did DJ Moore go in this draft, by the way? I don't think he was available for me, was he? Yeah, he went at 55. So DJ Moore not available, but that let us get Judkins, which I'm liking. I mean, Rico Dowdle went at 79 in this draft. So running backs have been pushed up a little bit. Denver took Bo Nix at 90, or sorry, Dobbins at 92. I guess with the plan to take Bo Nix with the next pick. And then a nice fall there on Jared Goff as well with JMO. That came together pretty nicely for you there. Zero. On the same wavelength right now. Would have made all the same 10 picks. We're cooking out here. We are cooking. It is a fire squad. I still would have preferred Parker Washington over Marvin Harrison, but he got taken right before us. So in honor of Zero, it did work out. And you never know how the season's going to play out, man. Even Parker Washington might be a way better pick for the whole season until week 17. And then when Marvin Harrison is going up against the Raiders secondary and just gets 2 touchdowns and 140 yards, you never know. Could just be the reason we win this 200K right now, you know? Judkins, Alec, week 17 showdown. That's true. Yeah, we got a little Cleveland Indy there too. Week 17. So look at us, man. Look at us. And yeah, this is a really nice option with my next pick too. Although Baker and Godwin together. Yeah, we're not passing there. Kincaid got sniped on us too. Please. Oh, this guy is like Buka. Fuck. And Bucky. I'm fucked. Go ahead, take him. Oh my God, really? Why? You only have one quarterback. And you take Jake Ferguson? Well, thank you. We get Baker with Godwin once again. We are crushing this draft. Yeah. Yeah, bless to the badgeless. We are loving the badgeless right now in this one, man. Now with this next pick, okay, I was going to say it's Tracy, Shaheed, or Goddard. If all those guys are gone, I might consider C-Rod. Goddard goes, okay, C-Rod or Missile? C-Rod or Missile? C-Rod or Missile? I mean, C-Rod's just the pick that makes more sense, right? The only reason I would not consider C-Rod is just because I have a lot of him. But at the same time, 136, in order for him to be a bad pick at 136, he'd have to start falling to like the 150s, which I don't know if that's going to happen. And all reports on his foot have been positive that he's going to be back healthy for training camp, which is really positive. And there we go. We got the chat agreeing. Passed on Parker because C-Rod is scoring 2 to 3 touchdowns week 17. Hey, maybe that's true. We're trusting the omens right now in this draft. We couldn't get the passing game for Jacksonville, so we had to get the rushing game instead. Toot Toot is not the guy. It's Judkins over Toot Toot in the 5th round, and then it's C-Rod holding it down in the Jags backfield, reunited with Liam Cohen. Let's go. Love seeing these quarterbacks off now because I'm definitely done it too. We got Baker, Josh Allen again. I'm going to be done at 5 running backs most likely as well, which lets me get 8 receivers and 3 tight ends. I like that a lot. And we got to lock in and see who's available with this next pick because we're crushing this. So we gotta land this plane. And I have no doubts, of course. Zero likes it too. Legit, I have 150 builds like this one. Not all with Josh Allen, but I know what you mean. I mean, anytime you can really start with a 1-3-5-1, it should feel pretty good and it should feel pretty balanced. Oh, come on, dude. Come on right now. Come on, man. You have 6 already. Don't get greedy. Just take another tight end. Let's go, dude. Jalen McMillan, 153. This is why we passed on Igbuka, okay? Because we needed Godwin and we needed McMillan. That's why we passed on Igbuka for Waddle. That's what we need over here. Now, would I take another running back and be done? Or would I take another tight end? Or I even consider my 7th receiver? Because receiver falls off a cliff to me. And I think I can get a 5th running back later. I don't know if I need to take it with this pick. Although, Zach Charbonnet might not be bad right here. To me, it's Charbonnet or Debo. 0 says tight end, but Hunter Henry doesn't excite me too much. Kenny Sadiq, I'm not taking. And I'm not taking Hawkinson or Schultz. Like, maybe I'll put Henry in my queue, but yeah, he gets taken there too. I think Zach Charbonnet might be the most exciting on this team. Debo, Flournoy, I can get some receivers. 0 saying Debo or Algier, not on Charbonnet. Debo goes. The only reason I'm considering Charbonnet is because my other running backs are James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Quinshon Judkins, and Chris Rodriguez. And I think we can survive with these 4 until Sharbs comes back. And then having Sharbs as my 5th and stopping there, I think is pretty strong. It makes a lot more sense than Pacheco. We don't need Flournoy as our 7th on this team because I'm getting 8 receivers as well. I'm probably taking 2 tight ends with my next 2 picks and then 2 receivers with my last 2 picks, if I had to guess. Which I think feels pretty good because my receivers now, Waddle, Marv, Godwin, Pierce, Pearsall, Jalen McMillan. That's a pretty solid 6. I'm done at 2 quarterbacks with Allen and Baker. My running backs are really strong with Cook, Walker, Judkins, C-Rod, and then Charbonnet for a late season upside. And then Kyle Pitts is still holding down at tight end. Really, really liking this. Yeah, a 2-5-8-3 is definitely what I'm looking at here. Yeah, happy that we got McMillan to fall back. That really helped our team a lot. So that's feeling good, man. This team's crushing. This is our first puppy as well. And hey, if y'all have not already, do me a favor, go down, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, because this is what we're doing out here. We're drafting some shippers. This is more like it. Our last draft didn't feel so great. We're honest about it. Could still land, though, if things break right. But this puppy, man, you know, the last draft might have cost $75, and this one only cost $5. But this one we can win $200K. The other one we can only win, what, 20? So, hey, I'd rather draft the nuts in this tournament if I'm going to get first place in any. Wow, Algier's still here. I don't think I can afford him, though. I don't think it's smart to take another running back. So I'd have to pass. And I am going to take, wow, Algier is still here. I can't take him, though. I am taking my favorite guy here, and that's Barner. I don't care about ADP. I don't care about the guys above him. I don't care about Dalton Schultz, TJ Hawkinson. I like Barner more than them. So I'm going to take him. We have a little Charbonnet correlation there too. And now with this next pick, do I try and push tight end? I don't think so. Algier's still here, man. What the heck? Like, do I just go Kyle Pitts and AJ Barner and be done at tight end and take Algier as my sixth running back? Like 184 is a little ridiculous. I'm not taking Kate Otten because I already have Godwin and McMillan. That's a little too much. Gunnar Helm goes, I'm so tempted just to take Algier. It's pretty hard to pass up on him. I would have to be okay with Kyle Pitts and AJ Barner, though, because I want two more receivers. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's try it out thin at tight end. Fuck it. We're just going to take the Algier. All right. We're going to take him at 184. 22 picks. I mean, come on. Kyle Pitts, AJ Barner. I'm honestly okay stopping at that too. I'm stopping with these two tight ends. I think I would rather have 8 receivers and 2 tight ends than 7 receivers and 3 tight ends. Because the tight ends that come back to me probably going to feel pretty gross. I don't expect Dulcich, Otten, or Fryermuth to come back. And I would rather just find values at receivers. So I'm going to do that. Algier 184. I know it's a puppy. I know we got to build extreme. 5 running backs were definitely good. But hey, if we can just start 3 running backs every single week, feels pretty good. Kyle Pitts, AJ Barner, I think they both have massive upside. And what if they both just hit and perform their ADP, outperform their ADP? Then I'm cooking. I'm fucking cooking. And the one example I'm always going to go back to, man, I was in the Puppy 4 final last year, and the team that won the Puppy 4 had 0 points at tight end for the entire fantasy playoffs. They had Dalton Kincaid and Sam Laporta, and neither of them played the entire fantasy playoffs, including the finals, and this guy won. So if there's any position you're going to fade, should be tight end. Yeah, wide receiver room can do 7 at worst. I think the 8th is going to be important, and I don't know if there's going to be any tight ends worth taking. Gesicki's already off the board even. And money in the thing is right, man. Erling Haaland definitely got that DAWG. Got that DAWG, man. If Haaland picked up best ball, he'd crush it. You know. This is true. Basically have 5 running backs because Sharps ain't doing shit. So it kind of worked out, you know? Kind of worked out. Now with these picks, taking Pat Bryant on this team is still kind of fun with Waddle. Just a little bet on Denver. That's a lot of week 10 buys at receiver, though. It might seem a little boring. And I don't know everyone I'm going to take, but the first player I'm going to take is Keenan Allen. I want Keenan Allen on this team because this puppy is just starting now. I think it's going to be open for a long time. And if Keenan Allen signs somewhere, he's going to shoot right up, and it's going to make him way more valuable. If he's a 0, I think we can eat it as well. And we could use a bit of a veteran presence on this team. With our other pick, the Baltimore guys did go Bateman, Surratt. I'm still leaning Pat Bryant or Tyquan Thornton, maybe Kayshon Boutte. Jalen Noel could be interesting. I don't know if he really fits this team. Pat Bryant, I'm really just considering because I have Waddle. Tyquan does go. I've been wanting some Tyquan. I think I still want to smack the booty. Let's smash the booty. Boutte could just end up being a 0-2. Or he could end up getting traded and skyrocket in value. You never know. And look who just joined the chat. Emo Cowboy, how we doing? Yo, we're doing great. You know why? We drafted Keenan fucking Allen, dude, in our first puppy draft. New puppy, 200K up top. Keenan fucking Allen. And we kind of crushed this team. I really like how this team turned out. Great draft. I think so too, man. Turned out quite well. Now, let's review this team real quick. We have a 2682. Man, I feel like I don't draft many 2682s anymore. That used to be like the go-to. And I have not drafted much of it this year. But we do now. Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield holding it down. It's just Josh Allen day, apparently. Running backs, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Quinshon Judkins, Chris Rodriguez, Zach Charbonnet, and Tyler Algier. Running back room, absolute smash. Absolute smash. Especially with Charbonnet on this team. Getting Algier 22 picks past ADP. I didn't need a sixth running back. I totally would have been fine with these 5. And I'm a little thinner at tight end because of it. But when I have Kyle Pitts and AJ Barner, I still feel really solid there. I feel good. I think they both have a ton of upside. And I don't give a fuck if they have the same week 11 bye week. That does not bother me one bit at the tight end position. I don't care. If I would have taken a third, probably would have been T. Ferg and had 3 week 11s. I've done it many times before. Keep your fucking 2.7 points. Receivers, we drafted 8. Jalen Waddle, Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Alec Pierce, Ricky Pearsall, Jalen McMillan, Keenan Allen, Kayshawn Boutte. I mean, I think it ended up turning out pretty well. Would have preferred Parker. I'll still keep that real. But we did get C-Rod. So we're betting on the Jags running offense in this one. Nice little fall on Alec Pierce and Pearsall. Little name correlation there too. Jalen McMillan falling to us when we have Godwin and Baker too. Phenomenal. And then ending it with Keenan and Keyshawn Boutte, who I just don't think they're zeros. Like worst case scenario, I don't think they're zeros. As long as Keenan actually signs and plays, which I expect him to. I mean, he's good. And if he wants to play, probably will. Yeah, team is actually sick. Love how it came together. I hope the receivers can come together. That's probably the biggest question mark maybe. But yeah, Zero would have taken Schultz over Barner and probably Bateman or Surratt over Keenan. But hey, that's okay. Yeah, Barner, definitely my guy this year. I think I've definitely claimed AJ Barner as being one of my guys. And I just think he has so much more upside than Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz also has a decent amount of competition. And if they run it more this year, might just take away some volume from him. But he is just the safety blanket for CJ Stroud. So who knows? Who knows? I think Keenan helps his team out a little bit. Like, what if Keenan just goes to the Colts and helps produce early on when Alec Pierce is maybe still recovering from his foot issue or ankle issue, whatever it was. But I think it turned out pretty well. I'm really happy with this team. Kind of crush it. Let's take a look. 324 drafts, man. My goodness. Oh, yeah. I did want to look at this as well. What tournament was it in? It was it the Poodle? Dash Hound. Is this the one? Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Let's take a look at this team. I haven't looked at this team since I drafted it, but I drafted this one with Rickadoozle, and I remember I got Jalen Waddle at 58. Waddle at 58, dude. Nuts. But let's take a look. Joe Burrow, Bo Nix. Okay, good 2 quarterbacks. Running backs, Christian McCaffrey, Achane, Kenneth Gainwell, Tyron Tracy, Brian Robinson. Yeah, looks pretty good right there. Receivers, T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton. I don't love the Sutton pick. I remember Rick, he wanted Sutton. He's like, let's just take my Broncos. Okay. Got Jay and Reed to fall back. I like that. Juwan Jennings, 154, not bad. Tank Dell, Keon Coleman, Could both be zeros, could both smash. Pretty interesting. I mean, Zay Flowers at 39. Okay, receivers T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, and then McCaffrey and Achane. Dude, that's pretty fucking sick. At pick 10, too. McCaffrey pick 10. And then Higgins, Flowers, Waddle. That's pretty nice right there. I can't lie. Can't lie. Tight ends, we got Goddard, Juwan Johnson, and then, hey, zero. We got your boy Dalton Schultz. At 183, AJ Barner went ahead, too. So, yo, Rick, hey, we drafted a fucking shipper. We drafted a sick team, dude. I don't know if I love the tank and Keon, but hey, who cares? Sick team. All right. Now, after we're done glazing ourselves, let's hop in another fast puppy. I'll give you all a few seconds. We're going to join in 10 seconds from right now. So count in your head 10 seconds from right now. Okay? I'm sorry. Y'all are grown-ass adults. Y'all can count in your heads. If you wanted to be in the draft, you probably should have entered already. So let's enter it now. And we were 12 out of 12. Hopefully y'all got in this one. Oh, finally pick one. Oh my goodness, dude. Show them how it's done. Cue up our fucking boy. I don't even know if anyone got in this. I don't really recognize any of these names, but man, I haven't been able to do it for a while. I haven't been able to make a run for it for a while. So I'm going to play our intro song, make a run for it, for the jersey. We're getting the jersey out again, okay? It's been a while. Let's get it.
Get ready! It's time for Jerry Football! Let's go! You don't want to miss out! Come on and play!
Let's go. Let's go. Perfect timing. Back up on the clock. We're not hesitating. We're taking Gibbs. 101. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. We are locked in today, boys. And possibly female. I don't know. It's like 99 to 100% male, my audience. But shocker, right? Absolute shocker. There's a couple females in the space. You know, shout out Meg. Shout out Meg. Yeah, Maximus decided not to join so you could get the one. Hey, appreciate that, man. I can't believe you got the 101 in back-to-back Bulldogs. Yeah, that's a YouTube statistic. Token female present. Hey, let's go. Sage Raven. Shout out. Token female. Let's get it. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it. Bills fan too. Interesting. We're drafting some Josh Allen. Nathan got Gibbs at 2. That's pretty incredible. Absolutely love that. Now, getting more female viewers when you draft Josh Allen. Everyone loves Josh Allen, man. Everyone loves him. No one wants to see Kyron over Josh. I don't really draft a lot of Kyron either. So there you go. Yeah, back-to-back in the Bulldog. Incredible, man. Now we're going to crush it with Gibbs. And is this even a question, Paulino? The Lions winning the Super Bowl? Come on now. Lions are absolutely winning the Super Bowl. Paulino knows ball. Yeah, you tell him, Hartman. You tell him, Hartman, fellow Lions fan. You going to pull up Josh Allen 25? Why pull him up to 25 when you can pull him up to 24? Huh? But no, I'm not doing that. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Like, honestly, in this range too, it doesn't feel good just because like the 6-7 turn, you can get some strong quarterbacks there, and the other positions like don't feel great. Running backs, receivers, tight ends, none of them feel great at that turn, but quarterbacks do. And to me, this is a no-brainer. Nico Pickens, we're not hesitating. We're snap clicking him. I'm happy with it. I think there might it's tough. Devonta Smith, I think very well could be included. Wow, this is hilarious, dude. Josh Allen gets taken to 26. And even our token female Ravens fan, or sorry, Sage Raven, Bills fan, would never take Josh that early. So there you go. There you go. We're keeping the females around because we're also drafting smart. Okay, we're not just being homers. And wow, Ramses right here, not Rambis, Ramses. Takes 2 tight ends, Bowers, McBride to start it off. We've seen people do that a little bit, but yeah, we're influencing the room when they're not even in here, man. That's just called aura. All right. Our aura is just absolutely crushing this draft room right now, making people take Josh Allen in the 3rd round. But Zero's gonna keep the dream alive and take Josh Allen at pick 29 in his draft. So there you go, man. And James Cook, he went at 12 in this one, did not go at pick 9. So the streak of James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Josh Allen is over. That was pretty funny, though. I'm not going to lie. That was hilarious, dude. 3 straight drafts, and the 9 spot starts Cook, Walker, and Allen. And it's tough, too, because Walker has to fall to you. He normally goes a little higher. Like, he went at 15 in this draft, and that's where his ADP is. So it just fell each time and worked out really well, which is hilarious. And we see now Josh Allen at pick 33, not a given, goes at 26 in this one. So no way, dude. What is this? What is this? In Zero's draft, someone also took Josh Allen ahead of him at pick 26 as well. Dude, what is going on tonight, man? What is going on? That is hilarious. That is hilarious. It is just Josh Allen night tonight. It is Josh Allen night tonight. And maybe that's because of Sage Raven, token female in the chat. That's hilarious, man. Shout out Josh Allen. What's my Allen exposure percent at now? It's got to be higher, right? I mean, we just took him. I'm at 5.9% now. All right. How about in BBM? In Best Ball Mania, I'm at 5.1% too. Okay. I caught up a little bit in BBM. 5 shares now. But since he's been falling into the 4th round, I'm pretty happy to take him there. Josh Allen, 4th round, smash pick. Kind of why I've been waiting to draft him a little bit too. It's because we usually see quarterbacks fall later in the offseason, All right, we're 2 picks away. We have Gibbs, Nico Pickens, Mike Evans goes. Yeah, Terry here would be a no-brainer. I would love Terry McLaurin. I am considering David Montgomery as another running back too. Okay, Monty goes. Do I take another receiver or do I go with a running back? Running backs are tempting, but I think the play is to go with a receiver. Just when I'm looking at the next turn, there's a lot of running back options. There's not really any receivers. Adams or JMO, man, this might be a surprise to you guys, but I'm going to go Adams on this team. I just know I have so much Gibbs and JMO. And I love it. But I also love Devontae Adams. And I feel like taking him on this team. So I'm going to do it. We're starting from the 1 hole. Gibbs, Nico, Pickens, McLaurin, Adams. I really like Devontae Adams too. I'm pretty overexposed on him. Yeah, 14.2%. What is my Terry? 8.6. Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised it's that low. How about in BBM? What's my Terry? 9.1. Okay. I would like to be like a little higher on Terry. Actually, I don't want to be quite at the field. I'd rather be at like the 12+% on Terry. But the thing is, he's just getting pulled up a little bit more and more. Wow, Tet falls to 44 in this draft. Wow. I don't love Brees Hall though, I will say. But JSN, London, Brees Hall, Tet, Tootin. Pretty fun start. And then JMO at 50. JMO at 54. Okay. This guy's also crushing. From the 6th spot, started McCaffrey, and then similar to us, 4 straight receivers. AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden, Jamison Williams. Although I will say I would rather have my team 10 out of 10 times, I think. Gibbs, Nico Pickens, Terry Adams versus McCaffrey, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden, JMO. Yeah, I honestly still like mine. I still like mine. Like Gibbs over CMC, pretty easy. Nico and AJ Brown, honestly, a little comparable. Pickens and Devonta Smith, maybe a little comparable too. And then Terry Adams, Bird, and JMO. I mean, we got the old heads. He has the young studs. I don't know. Maybe it is a coin flip. But I think the tiebreaker is just Gibbs versus CMC right there. I don't think anyone should argue that. And look at this 12 hole right here. Stanley Chad started with 4 straight running backs, then took Lamar and Rome as wide receiver 1. Very, very interesting right there. James Cook, Saquon, Javonte, and Jacobs as your 4 running backs. I don't know. Javonte and Jacobs is my 3 and 4. Doesn't feel too exciting. Zero saying never see Tet at 44 because he takes him at 33. Not completely wrong. Yo, what's up, Who Hames? Yo, how we doing, Who Hames? Great to see you. Hulk Smash Potatoes in the chat. Let's go. Yo, I see you in my drafts sometimes. I love the name too. Super fun name. Super fun name. So welcome everyone. We're in the Fast Puppy. We drafted 2 Bulldogs, and then we just finished a Fast Puppy as well in our second one. And we're starting off pretty strong. Love the start. Hopefully we can land the plane. Caleb goes. My guy is still available. Ramses, not Rambus, shouldn't be able to afford him, and neither should Brain Trust. So please give me my guy. I will be very happy. You're taking the whole clock, and it's making me nervous. Fuck you. Oh, shit. Sorry, y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. Ignore that, okay? It slipped. It slipped. Man, how nice would it be if I got Parker Washington and Jaden Daniels? Man, I think I'll take Jalen Warren, though, right here. And I could reach on Dak if I want a quarterback. Maybe I should. No, I'm not going to. Let's take Jalen Warren. We're going to push quarterback. We got to remember, we're in the puppy. All right, we're in the puppy. Man, Jaden Daniels. That would have felt so nice. I'm sorry, Ramses. I didn't mean to swear at you. But why are you taking Jaden Daniels here when you have Brock Bowers and Trey McBride too? You have a 1-2-2-2. I don't know about that. But we get Park Washington. I will be happy about that. And Zero calling us out. Once again, never sees Parker at 72 because he pulls him up to 57. What is the earliest I've taken him? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I have pulled him up in the 5th round trying to get like weird or unique. If I wanted to get like Joe Burrow or something with like T. Higgins, I might actually pull up Parker Washington if I wanted to do that. We'll see how it turns out. 5th round is a little rich. 6th still feels nice. Hartman thought this was a family show, and Ramses dropped the dislike. Oh, dang. My goodness, man. Zero has a share of Parker Washington and BBM at pick like 89. Damn. I have shares with him at pick like 84, 85, which is pretty much the same. I know I have at least 1 or 2 teams with him at like the 7-8 turn. Dude, you got to rub it in even more. You got Jaden Daniels at 77 in your draft, and we get Terry, and we can't get Jaden to fall back. My goodness, man. My goodness. We're seeing the receivers start to get pulled up. Worthy gets pulled up to 86. I definitely like that because I have Nico Pickens, Terry Adams, and Parker Washington. I'm smashing at receiver. I might even stop at 6. We'll see how it goes. We don't have any quarterbacks or any tight ends, which doesn't feel the best. But hopefully we can get some good guys to fall to us. Because the thing is, I don't want to reach for Stafford when I have Adams. Like I don't want to reach for Goff when I have Gibbs. Jackson Dart, I don't feel great about on this team. Mahomes, if he falls to me, would be the pick. I don't know who has Rice. Okay, the guy before me has Rice, but he does have Josh Allen. Maybe he would try and push. Just kidding. Man. What do I do here? I'm tempted. Do I take Laporta and Goff? I'm going to take Laporta here regardless. I don't think any running backs are worth taking. The question is like Brock Purdy or Jared Goff. Brock Purdy's so much better of a quarterback, and for fantasy, Jared Goff would just stack with Laporta and Gibbs. But I'm still taking Purdy. I'll take naked Purdy. Because the reasoning being, this is a puppy. This is a fast puppy. It's also the first day that this contest is opening. And there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to have Jared Goff at 120, 121. There's going to be a lot because he falls. People don't typically draft him unstacked. It does happen sometimes. But this guy with JMO has Drake May. He still needs another quarterback. And this guy with St. Brown has Joe Burrow. He needs another quarterback. Although they have the same bye week. I would consider Ricky with Purdy. But the thing is, I already have 5 receivers. And they're really strong. And I don't think it's necessary to take Purdy. I think my team would look worse because of it. The reason I say that is because I literally have started with 5 receivers and then taken Ricky as my 6th. And I took Ricky as my 6th receiver when he fell to like 118 or something like that. He fell like 20 picks. And I took Ricky as my 6th. But looking at my team, I'd wish I'd taken a running back there instead and pushed my 6th receiver. So learning from my own lessons, I think taking the tight end there was the move because Laporta opens the door for me to stop at 2 tight ends because I'm probably drafting 3 quarterbacks, but I'm able to stop at 2 tight ends if I want, or I can get 3 depending on who comes back. But I would really, really like one of these 2 players to come to me. Kyler goes, that's okay. We still have to pass the St. Brown drafter and the JMO drafter. St. Brown is on the clock. Love goes 2. And I agree with Hulk Smash. It is worth seeing if Goff falls because he does. And in this tournament, he's going to throughout. So reaching him up, I just don't think is smart. Even if it doesn't necessarily feel the best to try and push him, I don't think it's smart. I don't think it makes sense. So, yeah. But we'll see. I think this is this a JMO team on the clock right now? No, the JMO team drafted. Okay. We might have a chance. We got past the JMO team. We got past the St. Brown team. So now there's 3 teams ahead of us. The guy at 2 already has 2 quarterbacks. So if we get past Ramses, Ramses, I swear, don't fucking do it to me again. Please. Please don't do it to me again. I swear. Oh, dude. Okay. Thank goodness. I was getting a bad feeling, man. Stafford and Goff are still here. Wow. And Stafford gets taken. So we get Goff on the way back. Let's go. Let's go. Now, do I need to take another running back or do I try and push? I think I need one. C-Rod, Tracy are the 2 guys. I think it might be Tracy over C-Rod on this one. Tyrone Tracy, Chris Rodriguez. I mean, we have Parker Washington, though. Would be a little Jags correlation. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm getting a little uncomfortable with how much Chris Rodriguez I have. I don't really want 20%, but this is a brand new tournament. And I desperately need a running back. And Chris Rodriguez, he can just hopefully get points if his foot is not a big issue. So let's do that. And now I think we're catching up really nicely, actually. Getting Goff or Stafford was very, very important for this team. If they were both available, I probably would have just taken them both. But we got Brock Purdy, Jared Goff holding it down at quarterback. Running backs, Jameer Gibbs, Jalen Warren, Chris Rodriguez. Receivers, Nico Collins, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Devontae Adams, Parker Washington, and then Sam Laporta at tight end. Yeah, I'm really loving how this team's coming together. And dude, this guy took Stafford as his 3rd quarterback unstacked when he already has Mahomes and Josh Allen. This guy is diabolical. Holy shoot, dude. My goodness. Rams, this is a nice guy. Many would have sniped Goff after he sniped his Purdy. Dude, honestly, I looked at that too. When I looked at this guy's team and I saw he had Mike Evans and I took Brock Purdy for him, yeah, thankfully he pushed it, which was a smart move. Obviously, you don't need Jared Goff. And he gets Baker Mayfield, which if you're going to draft a naked quarterback, I would rather have Baker Mayfield than Jared Goff because at least he runs the ball a bit. So there's that. And hey, if you have not done so already, do me a favor, go down, hit that like button for me, subscribe. If you are new, we're out here streaming every single day, man. Having a great time doing it and drafting some good teams as well. Hoping to land this plane today. And I think we are. Receivers absolutely smash. Tight end, Sam Laporta. I mean, he's been literally tight end 1 overall before. Don't think that's going to happen this year, but hey, technically in his range of outcomes. Gibbs, Warren, C-Rod, arguably 3 RB1s. I mean, probably not C-Rod, but hey, we could do worse. Okay. And if we get the cokehead on the way back, I doubt it, but that would be incredible. I might take Stroud. I might take Stroud with Nico. Coker goes. That sucks. Dude, if this guy Brain Trust takes his 4th quarterback and fucking snipes me on Stroud, I might break my laptop in half. Just kidding, obviously. But okay, he takes Tucker. I think I just go in on the Texans. I don't need another receiver here. I need running back for sure. I can push tight end. So yeah, let's just buy in on the Texans. Why not? Let's take Stroud. Let's take Woody Marks. Sure. I was thinking about taking David Montgomery on this team if he fell to me. in the 5th round. I was thinking about it. I don't know if I would have. But we end up getting Woody Marks. So maybe it works out. All right. You're done with the 5 wide receivers with Parker, brother. Jaguar Smith and Jigba. Yeah, dude, that's a pretty funny nickname, man. Jaguar Smith and Jigba. I think I heard that came from someone in Liam Murphy's chat, and then Liam parroted it because he's also a Parker Washington bull. Shout out to Liam Murphy. Darnold at 149. And yeah, this guy, you're right, man. He might not have gotten the Purdy Evans stack, but he did get the Baker Evans stack. So there we go. Man, how many likes are we at? What are we at? We're at 25. We're at 25. We could do better than that. We got 33 watching. I'll tell you what. If we could get to 33 likes, if we can get to 33 likes by the end of this draft, we'll hop in another one. This is what is this number 5 already? It's number 5, right? Or is this number 4? I don't remember. This might be 4 now that I think about it. But hey, if we can get to 33 likes, we'll hop in another one, man. So do me a favor, go down, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. Streaming every single day, having a great time doing it. Liam pulling Parker to the 4-5 turn. That would be a little aggressive. Likes Marv and RJ, though, which is sharp. I like some RJ Harvey, too. I've been taking him a little bit now that he's falling. Like, when he falls into the 90s, it feels good. And I've actually pulled him up to the 80s a couple times, too. Just to get a little different, or when running backs are really, really thin. But he also has pretty big downside. The thing is, though, 12 touchdowns as a rookie is pretty impressive. Regardless. And splitting the timeshare, too. Don't necessarily blame him. Whenever you do a $100 draft, you see Parker falling. Interesting. I mean, he does have massive downside. The rooms definitely are crowded in Jacksonville. Now, Flournoy and Debo are still here. I'm definitely taking one of them. Debo goes. Okay, I'll take Flournoy. And who else do I want? We could get Dalton Schultz as another piece. Barner got taken already. Wow. Maybe I do that. Maybe I take Schultz on this team. But I need running back too, man. Brian Robinson, Dylan Sampson. I think I need a running back more than another tight end. And yeah, I'll take Brian Robinson. I'm going to push tight end a little bit. I think I might be done at 6 receivers, actually. Getting Flournoy there is kind of nice. If I take a 7th, it'll probably be with my last pick. Actually, maybe I could have considered Stribling. Stribling would have been a nice stack with Purdy, but if we just have naked Brock Purdy, it's not the worst. It's really not. I'm probably looking at a 2-6-7-3. Or sorry, 3-6-6-3. Yeah, probably looking at 3-6-6-3. And Flournoy over Tesla. Yeah, I'm taking Flournoy over Tesla. I think he's going to play more, and I think he's going to be more effective. We have Pickens too on this team. Just realized, little Dallas teammates, which I don't mind. And we already have 2 Lions. We have Gibbs. We have Laporta. Y'all know I love my Lions, but Tesla definitely the weakest option out of the bunch. I think he needs an injury to be really effective. Whereas I think Flournoy could just get mixed in and be really efficient without an injury. And then if one were to happen, then wheels up for Flournoy. I like Tesla too, It's just I like some of the guys around him a little more. I'm definitely underweight on Tesla. I'm not out though. And I like taking him when he falls. Like when he falls to the late 170s or into the 180s, then I think that's a great pick. In the 14th round, it feels a little rich for me. In the 16th round, it feels like a smash. I know ADP doesn't really matter at that point, but I still consider it a little bit. How much do we have? We have 4%, 4.3. So he's definitely the line that I am by far the lowest on. But that's all right. Okay. We are, what, 9 picks away? Jaden Blue off the board. He's been a big riser. Jaden Blue been slowly rising more and more. Just some reports coming up out of camp that he's actually maturing a little bit, and he could just end up being the RB2 in Dallas, which would be very valuable. I'm just petting my cat. He just came and laid right next to me. He's so sweet, man. Well, Dan. Wait, Dan, you want to say hi? You say hi. Say what's up, Dan. Can we get a little meow? I'll put you down. Dan's the one who doesn't like being picked up so much. Momo, he loves being picked up. Dan, not so much. But that was for you, BBOC. That was for you. Just get to say what's up to Dan real quick. Sean Tucker might be a fun 6th running back. I don't really draft him a lot. But at 192, actually, no, sorry. I need 2 tight ends. Yeah, I need my 2 tight ends first over Sean Tucker. I'm taking Terrence Ferguson and then Gunnar Helm or Pat Fryermuth. I think Gunnar Helm. Sean Tucker's a nice fall, but I want 3 tight ends. And I'm going to take him here. I almost messed that up. Tyler Conklin. Tyler Conklin is on the Lions. Brock Wright is still 2. I don't know if Brock Wright's going to out-target Tesla, but he's a nice blocking tight end. Can catch a couple passes. Conklin, practice squad 0. Dude, this is embarrassing to say, but I was drafting Tyler Conklin last year. I was thinking the Chargers brought him in. Chargers don't really have anyone at tight end. Conklin might just be the tight end 1 on the Chargers. I think that's valuable. No one's drafting him. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But not a bad guy to have on your depth chart. We definitely need deeper tight ends because last year we lost Laporta, we lost Brock Wright, and Shane Zylstra. Like we were down to our 4th-string tight ends. Like we were signing guys off the street, man. It got bad last year. I'm really hoping Laporta's healthy. Reports have been good about his back, which is really nice. So hopefully that holds up. Backs are no joke, but hopefully he's on those gray market Chinese peptides, you know, as they say. The Gunnar Helm bros. 0 is a Daniel Bellinger, bro. How much did he get paid? How much did Bellinger actually get paid? Because whenever I hear Daniel Bellinger, all I think is Centex. And Tex was out on Gunnar Helm because he thinks Bellinger is going to play over Gunnar Helm. Which, I mean, maybe. He'll eat into him, probably. But I'd rather bet on the youth. Damn, 3 years, 24 mil. 14 guaranteed. Wow. Okay, that's actually a lot of money. Although, I mean, wow, Sean Tucker's still here too. There's 2 players I'm taking. Sean Tucker, Kalen Black. But, I mean, 3 years, 24 mil, 14 guaranteed is pretty nice for Bellinger. Dable's guy from the Giants. That's right. Well, maybe that makes it a little less exciting, but he's never been that much of a pass catcher, really. And I mean, Sean Tucker, 216, 36 picks past ADP. He gets taken. It's a blessing in disguise because everyone knows the week 17 stack you need is Brock Purdy and Kalen Black. Okay. I would have, if Brain Trust took him from me there, man, I would have raged. But hey, this is kind of a fun team. A little 3-6-6-3. I do stuff like this occasionally, not too often though. Quarterbacks, we have Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, CJ Stroud. I think it feels good getting 3 right there. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jalen Warren, Chris Rodriguez, Woody Marks, Brian Robinson, Kalen Black. I think we landed the plane enough at running back. It doesn't feel great, honestly, but having Jahmyr Gibbs hold it down definitely does. And then receivers, we have Nico Collins, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Devontae Adams, Parker Washington, and Ryan Flournoy. I like stopping at 6 right there. Pickens, Flournoy, little Dallas teammates. And yeah, Jaguar, Smith, and Jigba holding it down as our 5th. Love that. Tight ends, Sam Laporta, Terrence Ferguson, Gunnar Helm. Hopefully holding out Daniel Bellinger. All right. If Daniel Bellinger outscores Gunnar Helm, then I owe Centex an apology. But then I'll rub it in his face about Calvin Ridley because we know what's happening there. But pretty nice team. Good stacks too. The fall on Jared Goff really helped this team. If we didn't get Jared Goff in this team, we would have been in some trouble. Goff or Stafford, one of those guys. If we didn't get him, would have been in a little trouble, but it worked out for us. Hopefully their running back room works out for us. I feel great about my receivers. Feel great about my tight ends. And good group of quarterbacks. And anytime I have Jahmyr Gibbs, man, I'm going to be happy. But how many likes we at? 26. Didn't get there today. I guess we'll try again tomorrow. But if you have not already, do me a favor. Go hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. We're streaming every single day around here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Joy is beautiful. And we're going to end this stream. Hey, damn it. Hey, down. Hey, buddy. Yo. Oh, dude, I just fell off my stool too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.